We have AC Caswell at the table. So we've talked about life growing up. We've talked about you being an athlete, but let's all be honest. You can't be a football player forever, AC. I mean, I know you mentally may be there, but all of our bodies give up eventually.
Right.
I know you don't look like it. I guarantee you could outrun me on the 40-yard dash. But life had to change.
Yes.
How did you adjust off the field to start what I like to call your second career, baby?
Mm-hmm.
And what could be your most influential thing that you do on this earth?
Yeah, well, thank you. No, thank you. And then I still have my cleats ready to go. Trust me, sometimes I show up at my events with cleats on and football helmets, and they think I'm going crazy. I think I got another shot in me. So
that's awesome. I love it. You could still be someone half your age. I'd be willing. I'd be willing to bet.
But you know, I learned charity work early. You know, as a professional athlete. One of my first companies that I ever started as an entrepreneur was Youth on the Rise Foundation. That allowed me to start really creating some cool at-risk programs for underprivileged kids and mentorships and just helping young people in any way that we can. And then one thing led to another, like, wow, this is pretty fun, but, you know, let's raise some pretty good money. And we sort of became professional athletes, entrepreneurs, event coordinators. I mean, we did it all.
Yeah.
We started doing celebrity charity golf tournaments and galas, just having like some fun events.
Yeah.
People were like, hey, you know what, I will sponsor that and have a good time. So for me, it started early, and then I loved it. I was like, wow, this is amazing. I mean, we can create these cool events and then invite the type of people we know, and they were supportive of it.
Yeah.
So I said, well, let's keep this thing going, you know, and wow, here we are now. One thing led to another, and now we're doing something called the Million Dollar Mingle, and it's a very high-profile celebrity luxury fundraiser that we've been doing since 2006.
Oh goodness!
Yeah, we birthed it here in Scottsdale.
That's awesome.
And one of the first events that we did to raise money was we did a $1 Million Mingle mansion party.
Okay.
And right here in Scottsdale, and it was only supposed to be privately invited to maybe no more than 500 to 1,000 people.
Okay.
Right. But because I think the way we marketed, you know, the name, the elegance of it, 4,000 people showed up.
Oh my gosh, JC.
4,000 people showed up, from celebrities to athletes to media, just good people.
Yeah.
And we didn't even really hardly, advertise, because it's a private invite only. But people loved it. You know, they showed us that they supported it, they loved it, and.
Did you realize then that you were onto something?
You know, we did, because I'm a marketer. You know, if anybody knows my professional background, as I played my whole career with the Raiders, and our previous owner, his name was Al Davis. He's a marketing genius. So he's the one who really mentored me and taught me about life and business and marketing, and said, always see that vision ahead of time, you know, be that future guy. And when you do it big, and you do it to commitment to excellence. So
it's a great life lesson right there.
It really was, man. Going into the planning stage, I just told my team, I said, guys, we're going to do something that really is going to, you know, we have to do it this way to be number one. And I put a lot of pressure on them, but it was for a reason. Mm-hmm. And the whole marketing side of the $1 Million Mingle was to never raise anything less than $1 million. So
I love it.
That's why we called it the $1 Million Mingle.
Okay.
So, you know, that's pressure.
Yeah, no big deal.
Right? But I always try to justify and say, hey guys, we're going to have a luxury time having fun, you know, doing it. And it worked out. So 2006, you started this. Mm-hmm.
We are coming up, oh my gosh, on 14, 15. Mm-hmm. You're making me do math. I did it to myself. I know.
I stopped.
I can count past a million, right?
We're doing annual $1 Million Mingles now.
What is going on this year? You are matched up with the polo championship that's happening out here at Westworld as well. Tell me a little bit about what we're going to expect there, because it's also the 10-year anniversary of the polo championship, so it's like a bigger event for you guys too.
Yeah, we're excited. So as of last year, well, we've been planning this, but as last year, you know, it was a little bit tough with the pandemic. Contributions took a major hit. You know, a lot of events was canceled. We all fell into that tier. And but we had planned some cool things. We still did the $1 Million Mingle last year, but not as large because of capacity spacing and all those things. So now we're going to roll it out the way it should have been rolled out.
Yes.
And that's called the $1 Million Mingle Celebrity Weekend Experience. So the whole experience. We're literally doing 5 amazing events over those 3-day weekends. So We did partner up with Polo as of last year as a sponsor, and now we're kind of, having our own private inventory out there where we can do pretty much build this whole amazing world with our VIP Polo Lounge.
Okay.
A lot of activations with corporate tables. We're going to have, VIP lounges, live entertainment, casino night, all these different brand activations out there, but it's all private. You have to go through Million Dollar Mingle to get to our lounge. So that's going to be fun on that Saturday. Backing up Friday at Talking Stick, that 22nd, we'll be doing our celebrity charity golf tournament at Talking Stick. That's going to be amazing.
Now, we kind of talked about this before we started recording, so I'm gonna call you out again. Yeah. You did find a sport that you're not great at.
Yes.
That is golf.
Yes. So golf is you don't want me on your first. Okay, so
not to win, right? For fun, like
for entertainment, fun, shooting with water guns and throwing, par 3. If anybody knows golf, par 3, the pros get there in probably 1 shot. Average, but it takes us about 12 shots to get my group.
I'll play with your group then, because that's how I play.
But I love the game. But I just once again, self-taught. I don't even want any coaching. I just want to keep having fun.
Yeah, I get it.
But it's going to be a blast. It's going to be a blast. But you do not want to be on my team.
Got it. You got it. How many people have signed up? Is there still room for everyone to sign up? Okay.
Everything is coming close to, obviously selling out.
Right.
But we do have some availability with some golf foursomes left, and we have availability with some tables and tickets for the polo, and then tickets available still for our luxury parties that we'll be doing throughout that weekend on Saturday night. And then the Sunday, we always send everybody off with an amazing celebrity brunch and comedy show. So if you got a little bit of comedic skills in you, we want to talk to you.
Okay. I'm ready. I'm excited. This is my first polo championship to go to, so I'm excited to experience it all. And when I met you and learned more about the Million Dollar Mingle, I feel like it's such a special connection. You really are out there. It is a mingle and it's fun, but we're all out there to give back.
Oh, yeah.
So tell me about, we're still $1 million goal this year?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, we're going to keep it just at $1 million, but with 5 events, trust me, my number is bigger than $1 million.
I know.
But we're able to do that because we have so many amazing people. It is about charity, but it's about having a good time.
Yeah.
But we have some we'll have some things put in place like silent auction. We won't really do a live auction this year.
Okay.
We'll save that for our gala because that's exclusive. But we're gonna have ticket sales. We're gonna be selling some raffles, 50/50s, and all kind of cool things that people can kind of help us reach those goals of raising $1 million. But like you said earlier, it's about making sure everybody feels royalty. We don't care if you buy a $50 ticket. You're gonna feel special about being a part of our network, and we want you to feel that way. So
I have no doubt that you will.
It's gonna be fun.
And I mean, let's be real. Don't you just love dressing up every now and then?
Oh my goodness! I mean, guys, but the women, the ladies, you guys take it to a whole another.
I'm ready, man. I have been shopping. I have been going through my shoes. I've determined,
hats, the shoes,
yes,
the colors, and
I need new everything. Is what I told my husband. He's shocked, obviously.
Yeah. But that's what the mingle does. It's a mingle, so it allows people to mingle, and we say this all the time. It allows the personalities to come out.
Oh, I love that.
The colors, it's about the sassiness, the flamboyant, the elegance, the fun. I mean, you're gonna see so many personalities, and you're like, wait, that's the same person I know during the week, and look at them now.
See? You get to relax and be yourself, show a different side.
Absolutely.
I love that. Yeah. So do part of the ticket sales and stuff like that go towards the charity?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So if you don't mind, we obviously any of our charitable causes are personal. We take that very personal when we select a nonprofit that we're going to raise proceeds for, because that's personal.
So every year is it different who you?
We
Okay.
switch up, but these past 2 years have been something very dear and personal to my heart. I've been raising millions of dollars for charities all over the world for years, and last year was a little bit challenging because unfortunately, my little 5-year-old nephew was diagnosed with stage 3 melanoma cancer. So. Excuse me, right before the pandemic hit, we were just devastated. But like I told my mom, I said, this is what your son is built for. And we're going to adopt him a part of our cause along with our, our other charitable causes, and we're just going to do our part for not only him, but for other children that are battling unfortunate cancer. And then one of my right-hand coordinators, she has an organization called But You Don't Look Sick. she's been sick all this time, and not knowing that, my right-hand coordinator's been in and out of the hospital. I didn't even know that, for years.
She kept it to herself.
And finally she told me, she said, hey, I'm balancing things, and me, I'm like, let's put it into action. Let's get your charity going. And we did research and realized that people from all over the world is dealing with this condition, and they're struggling with the insurance healthcare system doesn't recognize it. As we always hear the same story. So funding is like, where's the money coming from to pay for medicines and bills? And so as I educated myself, I said, okay, here's another cause that we're going to support.
I love that. These are really close to home for you,
absolutely.
That are affecting millions of others, though.
Absolutely.
It just goes to show.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sure.
What was it about the children and helping people like that became your passion? Because I feel like every athlete comes out and has a charity that they support and stuff like that. What was personally about this and helping the kids this year and your assistant and stuff?
Well, for me, it goes, and we always help kids, but it goes back to the pandemics. And here's my thing. I personally was attached to charities that you don't even know their names. You don't even know the nonprofit, I don't want to say the other big names, we know who they are.
No, we do. I agree with you.
But these nonprofits are out here grinding every day, feeding these kids, clothing these kids, coming up with money to keep them active for school, before school, after school, when they didn't have school. And those are organizations that when the lights are off, they're still grinding, they're still working, and they're still, trying to help these kids. And I said, that's who we are. We created a tagline through the Million Dollar Mingle years ago, and it says, we fight for life causes. So we look for those causes like that, and we want to support those causes and jump into action. So for me, it's all about the kids. That's my motivation, is to doesn't matter if it's a single home or a good home or middle class. It's just, for us, it's about kids. We want to be that driving force.
Man, they're so innocent.
Absolutely.
I'm with you. That's always been my passion too.
Sure.
Is helping that. And when the schools were shut down like you, I all I could think about was, the kids that were unfortunate.
Oh man, they haven't eaten. It was just like, wow. No, some of the, we know the stories about these kids not having laptops.
Right. No internet, no nothing.
Demographics didn't get that.
Right. I know.
So, and I always say this, you can't save every kid in the world, but we can do our part trying. So I'm asking, and that's why people that knows me, they know my heart. When we do these type of causes like this, yes, we're going to raise money in a luxury manner and have fun. We're going to laugh. We're going to give a great return to corporate sponsors. But at the end of the day, it's about, this is who we are. It's about blessing these communities, blessing these organizations to make sure that we've done our part where they can be sustainable.
I love that. It's so true.
Sure.
Well, where can we go to support you, even if, are you accepting donations if people can't attend the events? How can we give you and help you reach your goal this year?
Yeah, well, me being a giver, so I'm going to bless you with a giver right now to your listeners.
Okay.
Remember, guys, these are private, invite-only tickets.
Yeah.
You can't go to Ticketmasters. You can't go anywhere. You got to go through our portal. And I'm going to bless you with maybe about 20 giveaways. Okay?
Really?
So to any of your listeners and callers, these will be for the Polo Lounge, VIP Polo Party Lounge from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And those are valued about, a couple of thousands of dollars, but we're going to give you some ticket giveaways and maybe have fun with it. Let them do research on us. Like, hey, what high schools did we go to? What team did I play for? What, whatever. And when those listeners call in, you'll have a private code to give, a registration code to give them. And then they can register.
This is all news to me. This is going to be so much fun. Thank you.
So that's number one. We're going to give you something for your listeners.
Okay.
But, and outside of that, we're asking, because we're close to selling out, anybody that hears this, want to be a part of the Million Dollar Mingle, please come out and experience. It's like nothing else. You can go to our website, mdmexperience.com. So that's just mdmexperience.com. And if you go there, it'll kind of give you a great list of what tickets we have available and what tables are left and all those cool things. But mdmexperience.com, that's our
I'll put that on our website as well. I'm shocked. Thank you. I can't wait to go. I'm really excited. One last question before we leave. It's my favorite question to ask at the end of every interview. AC, what is your favorite Scottsdale vibe?
Well, my Scottsdale vibe is just, I love the energy here.
Right?
Like, honestly, it makes,
that's my favorite,
it just makes you feel, it's not about the money. It's just about the vibe, the feel, the culture. And when you pull into Scottsdale, it's like, okay.
Don't you feed off of it? Like,
absolutely.
All the success here, you fuel off of it, and it's fun, and people really do care about each other and help each other. That's one of my favorite things.
That's the vibe here. It's about the energy.
Yeah.
It's about the energy.
Thank you so much. I had the best time hanging out with you today, and I will definitely be top notch, ready to go.
Be ready
in
for
a
the
few
red carpet.
Don't you worry, I will. I definitely will. All right, stay tuned. We're going to have some calendar events coming up next, but don't forget to check out mdmexperience.com.
There you go.
All right, and for everyone else, tune into the whole segment October 11th. We will have AC talking about all life before he started giving